I want to begin. I do want to say that, one, I am sick. I feel awful, I am sweaty, I am tired, I am sickly. I already said I'm sick, but my phone's unplugged, so let me plug that in for you. There we go. Oh no. So, I have recorded this 10 times. I do like Jeffree Star. I love his products. I support his makeup and everything else. He's the reason why I got into makeup in the first place. I absolutely adore him. For his past mistakes, I feel like, for me, I can still support him because I feel like he's never re-offended and I feel his apologies are sincere. If you disagree, that is perfectly okay. That is your right to disagree, and if you are offended by that, that is perfectly acceptable. If you don't want to be around people who accept him, that is perfectly acceptable. Your opinions are valid, and anybody that tells you otherwise is ridiculous, and you need to cut them out of your life, okay? So with that out of the side, I do want to go ahead and start addressing this issue. Now, I came across this through my friend Alice, who decided to inform me about why she doesn't support Jeffree Star, and one of that was an image with Jeffree Star. It's on Reddit. One of it is of a jacket that apparently resembles a symbol that the Nazis used that they stole from another place, just like the swastika, and I completely dismiss this part just because of the simple fact that I feel like if somebody had given me that same jacket for free, I wouldn't have thought anything of it because I've never seen the symbol before. If I didn't know, how am I supposed to, expect another person to know? If this isn't a popular symbol, if not a lot of people know about the symbol, then why do we have the right to ridicule another person for wearing something that just resembles it? And on top of that, this was a symbol that was ripped off of another symbol that meant something a lot better. So I don't think that it is fair with Jeffree on that. And that is the only other evidence besides this. I do feel like that depending on if Jeffree answers and how he answers, we'll be able to make or break this entire case. So this happened in 2004. That was a long time ago. That was 16 years ago. Can you believe that? Some of you are 16. That is insane to me. Some of you guys are 16 and some of you guys feel like that this anime right here is like the anime that got you into anime and y'all are babies and everything else, and that is insane. So I like this anime too. It is a good anime. I will not ridicule it. It is amazing. So some of y'all are like 16. Some of y'all were born the year that this had happened. In 2004, Jeffree Star updated his MySpace account in bold letters, lipstick Nazi. I don't. Okay, I guess we can also do eyeshadow genocide. Hair dye racism. Blush slavery. What are we doing? What is the... No. Why are we using these terms? If it was just the term, if it had just ended at the term, all this would have been is a simple tweet in response from Jeffree. I was trying to be edgy and cool, and that was a freaking stupid decision, and I regret it, which is why I haven't used it in 16 years. I'm sorry. Boom. Done. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Everything. Wonderful. But no, it's not in there. No, he decided to make a website called lipsticknight.com that was supposed to be his original makeup line. How do we know this? How do we know that this was just not created by somebody else? Like somebody else who likes to resemble them and also created a song that people think was written by him. We'll get into that in a second. No, this was definitely created by Jeffree. Not 100% sure, actually. It could have been created by somebody else. But a lot of his fans at the time in forums, which you can still access, kept talking about this website and how when it crashed and everything else, and how Jeffree said that he was going to be adding the product soon and everything, so they really psyched about it and saw nothing wrong with the term Nazi. Unless you are an organization that is trying to bring awareness of something and selling products to gain money to benefit people in the awareness of what you're getting at, should you ever put a product plus a very terrible term? That's all I have to say about that. You know, if somebody came out with Faggot Beauty that was completely non-profit and helped queer kids and everything else, I 110% support that. Absolutely, I'd buy. You know, that's great. But this is not the case. I want to reiterate that I am a queer woman. So that's why I said faggot. I'm not being a hypocrite right now by like saying a derogatory term or anything else. No. But Jeffree thought it would be a good idea to make profit off of the word Nazi. No. That is bad. That is a bad idea. That will attract literal Nazi supporters to you. We don't need Nazis in our beauty community, okay? We already almost had Kat Von D. She named her lipstick after a slur against Jewish people. And that's pro-Nazi. She might not be Nazi, but she did do a pro-Nazi thing. And we ridicule and we canceled her for that. And Jeffree Star, the main person who had beef with her and everything else, had lipstick Nazi? I love you, but this looks bad. Because this is bad. Okay, so that's really where it ended, actually. No product was ever launched, which makes me wonder, you know, he did go with his lipsticks to try and get his brand launched. He already had them made, which makes me wonder, did you make it during the lipstick Nazi? I hope not. Otherwise, that'd make you even bigger of a hypocrite with Kat Von D. I'm comparing you to Kat Von D. Jeffree, this is what it has come to. This is your wake-up call. You need to address this, okay? But I shall continue real quick. He did pull it. He pulled it and everything else before launching anything and then never mentioned it again. Which is great. Which is exactly what should have happened, you know? However, he should have, you know, came out with an explanation, I feel like. If he had came out with an explanation, this wouldn't be drama. This wouldn't be news. This wouldn't be controversy. This would literally just be, oh yeah, that happened. Remember that? Yeah. That's it. Because what you should have done was publicly announce, I will no longer be using this term. Because he didn't use it after that. I will no longer be using this term because this word is affiliated with something that is so absolutely terrible. And I don't want to make profit of it. And I don't even want to make light of this situation. So I will no longer use it. And I'm sorry if I offended anybody. Because this really was bad. And I discourage anyone else from using it. Boom. Done. 16 years ago, you said that. That would have been perfect. But no. You said nothing. You said absolutely nothing, and now it's being brought to light. And I think now where it's the problem the most is when looking through Reddit and Twitter and everything else, I have discovered a couple people who have been recently blocked. In this year, in this past month. Blocked. For bringing up lipstick Nazi. Why? Did they just say, huh, faggot Nazi, and you block them? That's acceptable. Or did they say, hey man, what's up with this? Because you might want to address this before it becomes a controversy. That's helpful. You block somebody for that, that's shitty. And that's not acceptable. That's Kat Von D level. Once again, here we go. Jesus. So, this needs to be addressed. This needs to be a whole video. If this literally was just the term itself on your page, And then somebody was just like, hey, this was once posted by him. All it needs is a tweet like, I said it, I thought I was edgy, it was bad, never used it again, I'm sorry. And we wouldn't be here. But no, it's to this extent. And this is a problem. This needs to be addressed. This is not okay. Oh no. There is something else I need to add. So there is an extreme follower of Jeffree who copies Jeffree from the MySpace days, who created a song called Lipstick Nazi. I originally thought that this actually was Jeffree Star. It was not. It was released by Yuki Damien. Demon? He still has a YouTube channel that is active, and I'll link it below. Please do not send him hate. Just be like, yo, you released this song, you deleted it from your channel, but it's still on your music profile online. You might want to address that. Especially with Jeffree Star is about to be blown up by this. You know, just saying. Might want to do that. To this person, I don't care. I don't want to hear any excuses or anything else. I don't care that Jeffree was the one that created the term, or even if he wasn't the one that created the term, he's the one that made it popular, and you found it through him, or if you didn't even find it through him, and then Jeffree Star loved it, and so you decided to make a video. The point is you made something entirely new out of this, and that's not okay. You made a whole song titled Lipstick Nazi. You put something positive with Nazis. That's positive attention for Nazis, whether or not you intended it to be so. That is not chill. It happened so long ago, and I haven't watched all your videos, but I have seen quite a few, and it does seem that you really aren't a controversial person. And that's nice. I'm glad to hear about that. I'm glad to see that. And that tells me that more than likely you've never done anything like this again. And it looks like you did pull it from your YouTube channel, which is great. And I'm glad you did that. Or maybe it was never on your YouTube channel to begin with. You just released it to MySpace and on one of your pages. And somebody else uploaded it. And in that case, that's also okay. But why? You have your own opinions. You know right from wrong. Why did you think that carrying on with this term would be okay? So, I think that's all I have to say to that person. Jeffree, I hope you make a video on this subject. I will be commenting on your Instagram. I hope I am not blocked. If I am blocked, I will be updating about that. I will also try and get in touch with Yuki as well and comment on their channel and let them know, like, hey, some stuff is probably going to be biting you here soon. You may want to address it. And I really hope that y'all are sincere with y'all's apology, because this doesn't seem like either of y'all have re-offended. Y'all are both, you know, chill with it now. It's happened so long ago, and y'all have all grown as people. And I think this is very easy to redeem yourselves. But Jeffree, you specifically have deleted and blocked these people who have commented about it. And that in lies an issue. And that tells me that you're probably hiding something, or they were assholes. Which one was it? I hope they were assholes. But they might not be. If they weren't, then that tells me that even with an apology, I can't support you anymore. And that makes me sad. Unfortunately. But it will happen. I do hope that this inspires, you know, some other YouTuber finds this video and they make a video themselves about this topic and they have a big platform. Because then that means that Jeffree will see his mistake sooner and will address it sooner. Because there's no way that this is going to get, like, more than one view. But if I miss anything, please let me know. Please link it below. I'm gonna go eat some soup, drink some tea, and probably go to bed and or cry. Because for some reason I feel like crying. It might just be me being crazy and dizzy and not getting a lot of sleep. So there's that. I like how I look terrible, like right here and everything. Like, I look like a worm. And then, like, here, I look actually pretty decent, minus the fact I have a big forehead. Anyways, please let me know if I missed anything below. Please link to anything else that you have found. And then let's hopefully get this word out that Jeffree, you messed up. You never addressed it. You just swept it under the rug. And people need answers. And I mean that in the nicest way possible, because I am a fan. Please don't block me just because people tell you that I'm hating on you like you did that one time. But we're not going to talk about that now, are we?